Welcome to my house. Buck here, and I'm back with another Fishing Planet video. And this one I'm going to talk a little bit about, mostly all about, templates. They're important when you're first starting out in the game, not so much, but once you start acquiring weapons, very, 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 very important. And what I'm going to try to do in short video, we're going to do it as quick as I can. I'm going to try to show you how the templates work, how you can edit them, how you can save them, change them, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to jump over there real quick. However, what I wanted to show you guys first off the bat, and I'll take a little bit of time to do that, because I think it's an important, I think it's an important part of Fishing Planet deal. And it's so cumbersome to get through that inventory, the rods and the reel inventory in the game, once you start acquiring weapons, guys. Okay, so I would suggest, and this is what I did, and it's made my life so much easier. And I built myself any type of software you can use. I use OneNote because I keep my journals in there on every waterway, notes on every waterway. You know, I'm anal like that, but that's how I do it. But anyway, I've got a table, so anything that you can build a table on, okay, and kind of consolidate this information into something you can use. All right, let's go over and look at what I've got, what I do. Okay, so I in OneNote is where I built mine. I've got 85 weapons here. Now that's 170 entries in that damn inventory list that you got to span down through, and they're in alphabetical order. Not by pounds or weights or anything like that. They're in alphabetical order. So if you don't know what you're looking for, you actually, I'm in the wrong camera. You actually have to know what you're looking for. Otherwise, you got to go down through there and try to match poundage up. You know, when you get a weapon, and we'll go down through there and read all the pounds. It's craziness. Anyway, so I did this. If you guys can build a table anywhere in any type of software, do it. It started off right away from the beginning, so you don't have to go back and put 85 entries in. All right, but table like this, I'm looking at a spinning rod. Everything I group them up: spinning, casting, match rods, telescopic rods, carp rods. Right, and I put the important things that I need to know when I'm going on a fishing trip. All right, so I got my stick in there. What's the action on that thing? What's the power on it? What's my casting weight? What can I do with it? And the strength. Now, as far as the engines go, all I care about are two things on an engine: how heavy is it, and how quick will it yank. And to me, that's all that matters. That's all I care about. I don't care about any of the ratios or anything like that in this game. In real life, a lot of that matters, but not in this game. So, and this makes it a lot easier if you know you're going out on a waterway and you're hunting 20-pound fish. You can run down through here and say, okay, I want to bring a spinning rod with me in the 20-pound range. And you've got right here, you already know. And now you know, I need a Rivertech Loki with the Inspira double punch, because everything is in alphabetical order over there. That's how you find it. So you can go find that Rivertech real quick because it's alphabetically. You can find the Inspira double punch real quick because it's alphabetical. All right, guys, that's kind of the thing I look at. So I keep this thing here, and you keep your match rods in there, all your combinations, and you can just go right down through, and it makes it very convenient. That's all I can say, is it makes it very convenient. So with that being said, let's go over here real quick and let's get into these templates. Understanding a little bit about them. All right, so the templates are, where's your mouse at now, Buck? Okay, it's over here. Now, like I said, I got some things set up here for us to work with real quick, so we'll go with that. Now, I'm sitting here in my home under the rods and reels, and the way they do it, again, of course, they put your telescopic rods up first. That's the first thing you get, and that's why they're grayed out, because of where I'm sitting at here now. That doesn't mean that, now this is one of the only places that when it's grayed out, you can actually grab this rod and replace. All right, it will let you replace the rod, even though it says, well, you have a match rod in there. These are telescopic rods. They don't match what you're trying to do. But here's where you can, this is one of the only places where it's grayed out. You can actually change what's happening. Other place would be if you have a lure on a spinning rod And if you went to your crawfish, your rubber stuff, it would be grayed out. Unless you go down to the bottom and you grab a jig head and replace the lure with it, and then everything opens up. So you're good there. Anyway, we're talking about templates here. So let's go over. So I've got this certain thing set up here. And again, it's the, if you look at what you got there, it's your telescopics first. And then, of course, it lightens up now because we're into match rods, which is equal to what I have in slot 5. So it lets me, okay, you can replace any of your match rods, Buck, with that. And, of course, then it jumps into your spinning rods, come up next. So, and I could do that. Here I can change the rod. It'll let me do that. So that's the only place where it's grayed out where you can change. All right, and then of course it drops down into your feeder poles, or which are your lightweight bottom rods. They give you that, and then it goes right down into your bottom rods, and then it gives you your reels. Now I don't know why it does this, but this is how a game works. And then your reels are all in alphabetical order. So 49, 49, 49. All of a sudden down to 18 pound, 19 pound, 12, 5, 13. I mean, you got 5.7 pounds. You're all over the place if you're trying to match these things up. And of course, at the bottom of the line, then it won't give me these because they're casting reels and they won't fit on that rod. And that's where you won't be able to grade, even though it's grayed out, you can't put a casting rod on it. But at the bottom of the POW then is all your carp stuff. And that's where that sits. All right, so let's talk about these templates for a little bit. We jump over here to the templates. Now, in the templates, when you first start the game, you're given 3. All right, you got 3 slots up here. They cost you, I believe they cost you, 10. They cost you 10 gold for a new slot. Now, when you buy DLCs, they automatically build a template for you. So as you can see, I have all the DLCs. I tested them all so I could do my videos for you guys. All right, so I have them all here. It's oh God, they're all over the place. But these DLCs are a pain in the butt. They can be and there's a reason for that. Now, when they build a template for you. Here's the one right here. Okay, caster magnets. Not a problem there. They're easy to get. No issues there. The advanced pack 2, again, caster magnets. Casting, nope, not a problem there. The sport bottom packs, your live bait, and everything's okay. However, you can get into trouble with these templates where you can't equip them. All right, and that comes into I got it all set up here because I want to change this. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. All right, so if I go down here now and I grab my saltwater match pack. All right, right away. All right, let's go come off of that. Look at the top again where it tells me when I come down here, and this was one of my DLCs. It clicks on, it tells me I got something missing in your current inventory. All right, now as you can see, everything is lit up. But the bait, now the crab's gone, and it shows you a single crab, which normally you would think, okay, that's the normal bait, but that's not how these templates and DLCs work. It's that a lot of these DLCs will get you because they come with the high dollar baits, the high dollar line. Now this is high dollar line here, right? This is the 53 pound string, but this is the gold, the mega. The only way you can get this is paying gold for this. This costs you 30 gold. I just happen to have a bunch of this around because of the fact that I had a couple of DLCs and I have it. All right, so that's why it's not complaining that I don't have it there. It's complaining about the crab being not gone. So I can't equip it because the crab's not there. So there's a lot of things you can handle this. Now, what I've done here is because I'm in the process of doing this. This is what bites you. If you don't have this bait, either in your home or in your backpack, you cannot equip this template, and it won't go in. You have to go. So if you say, I want to equip this, the first thing it does is says, okay, you can't equip it. You're missing the crab. I want you to go buy this. All right, so if you click on shop, okay, I was already somewhere else, fresh baits, go over here to the crab, right? The crab, there's the dual crab, right? That's what it's requiring. That's why it's missing, because I don't have that in my backpack, right? But if you move up one, I have the single crab in my backpack, but it won't equip it because it wants that gold one. It has to have it. And I made a mistake of using the damn gold ones that came with the DLC when I got this stick, and I've never fixed this. That's why it was a perfect example for this. I've never fixed this. I can never equip this damn pole. I get all mad about it every time I go to grab it, and I have to build it by myself. So I thought this would be a great time to do a video on this, because I'm tired of building this stick. Okay, so there's the issue there. We can't equip it. It wants you to buy the gold, and I don't have the gold when I have the regular one. So that's why if you go to my home bait, what I do now, because I figured this out, is any bait that comes in a DLC, don't use it. Just leave it at home and leave it sitting there, because that DLC is going to need that bait in order for you to equip it. So anything that's the double stuff, and all that is, it's not a special bait. You just get twice as many, and you have to pay gold for it. So instead of getting 5 for currency, you get 10 of them. If you pay gold for it, you get 10 in one clip. So I kind of keep all the double stuff. Now this is all down here. Mostly it's down here in the insects. Your Dobson fly larva. The larva, just the Dobson fly, the giant silk moth, the mayflies. Anything that a DLC comes that requires that gold stuff, I don't use it anymore. I just leave it at home and leave it sit there, because you don't really need it, but however, that DLC won't equip with it. All right, let's go back to the template. All right, so let's go back to the saltwater pack, and it says, all right, this ain't going to work because you don't have the stuff. Now, as far as the line goes on this, now I went ahead and I built it. I went and got my stick, I got my reel. Now, it comes with 53-pound fluoro. And, fluoro's this is a match rod. So you want mono floats. You don't want to use mono line on a match rod. You want your bait to sink. You want it down below the bobber. So you want either fluoro or braid. Now, you only have two choices. Well, the 3 choices in this game. If you're going with braid, you go what I got here. It's 57 pound. Works really good because you got a 57-pound stick. You got a 55-pound there. All right. Now the fluoro that they give you, that's the one that goes with this. It's 55. It's where's my? Oh, I can't equip it. This is 53 pound. This is the closest on the fluoro for this guy. Now, if you want to equip mono on this, you only got 2 choices. You're either gonna have to go high with 59.5 pound or go low at 50.7 pound if you want to go mono. I don't know why anybody want to go mono on a float rod anyway. So it's just, these are the 2 ones. I don't want this guy here because, again, it's gold. If I ever run out of this, I'm not going to go buy this. I'm not going to spend the gold on it. So I'm going to resave. I'm going to redo this template. All right. So I've got it built right now for the way I want it. It's 57 pound on here. Now, the other thing is I don't want bait. I'll pick my own bait. I don't want to be able to not get this set up real fast because I don't have the bait or the hook or the bobber. That's all specific to where I'm going to hunt with. So that's what I want to do. This is the stick I want saved in there, and it's ready to go. So what are we going to do about this? It's all sitting here. Well, we're going to clear it. All right, we're going to clear it. All items will remain in your inventory. Yes, I want to clear it. Okay, so it's gone. So now what it did was it gave me another spot down here. All right, so we're going to grab this spot. We're going to save the current. Okay, the tackle's not fully equipped. I know. That's the way I want it saved. So save it. All right. So now it calls it match preset number 10. Okay. Now, how do we know what that is? We can go in here now. We can edit this. We can call it that it was the saltwater match pack. It was preset number 1, and it's back named. And the reason you want to do this is if you if you buy sport rods and stuff like that, it'll automatically, when it sees this telescopic preset number 2, like right up here, if you have one that says number, it'll automatically bump it up to a number 2 if it sees the right nomenclature. All right, so we're going to save it as that. So we're good. Name has been changed, and now anytime I want that setup, it's my saltwater match pack. I go to it, it's right there, and then I can equip it, and I'm not worried about anything getting in my way. Right. Now, I started to do this. I should have done it a long time ago, but I didn't, and now I'm getting mad about it, so I'm going in and I'm cleaning up. So I'm taking care of all these DLCs. I'm getting rid of this stuff. Okay, so like the Tropic Hunter, this wouldn't equip because of the bait that was on it all the time. So I redid that. I got it saved the way I want, so I have that. Now the Thanksgiving combo packs came, and I liked everything except for the baits on a lot of them. So I left the, that's already cool because it's all the stuff that would go with that, and I'm okay with all that. And I left the hook on this guy, and then I left not the hook on this because this was something I used a lot. The top, I believe this is the tomahawk, yeah. And so I didn't want all that in there, but I wanted the setup, so it works that way. Now here's something that I saved myself. This is I used this setup, so I saved it all. So that was something that I always used, the same size hook, the same bobber and everything. So you can do it that way. Everything, it's up to your preference. My jig winner here, I saved it the same way. I just stronger because the line is a lot stronger than the poles. This is my custom build out, and it's okay with this because I normally grab this guy when I'm going bass fishing, but it's real easy to change out the lure once it's in my backpack. All right, now I'm going to continue to go through here. A lot of these guys are okay with me because I don't really care about it. The baits are all right. They're not. Now this here, you got the double. You see the double here, the double small minnow. So you got to make sure you have the double small minnow stuff. So I'll probably change that out so that bait doesn't matter. The sardines here is okay. Now here we go here. Now here's something with all the St. Patty's Day equipment. It won't equip because I don't have that drunken worm. Okay? Now, I would normally fix this except for the fact that these sticks suck. So I've got them built for me this year. If you guys watch my videos, they were built that way, a different way. So I'll probably pull them up, rebuild them, and then I'll resave. I'll clear and resave these guys. Okay? So now, the last and least here was I wanted to get this one saved because I didn't have it saved anywhere. I have an empty slot, so if you have something that's already built and you have an empty slot in the beginning, that's basically all you have to do. Is I have it up here. I want to put it in that slot because I want to be able to build my river spear real fast. This is one of the weapons I like to use, and it save the current. Yep. So spinning preset number 10. We're going to rewrite this. My river and that'll work for me. What do you got over there, Buck, going on? Because you've been typing. I figured there might be something over there messed up. And there is. Let's go get that out of the way. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. All right. I think that'll do it. Yeah. So that, guys, is kind of a quick rundown on your templates, folks. Folks, not guys. Quick rundown how you can utilize them. They are important. It's nice when you get some gear up there. Like I said, you can move them around. I would suggest, and like I said, most of the stuff I would say without baits, just get your stick, get your engine, get your string on there. Maybe, if you got something that you always use that way, well, then go ahead, bait it up all the way and you don't have to worry about it. But most of them you don't. It depends on what waterway you're going on as to, what bait you're going to use determines the sinker. Sometimes if you're using real heavy bait, you don't need a heavy sinker, or it won't let. If you have a real heavy sinker on it already, it won't let you put that heavy bait on. So a lot of that is done at the moment of going to the lake. So I hope you got something out of that. If you didn't, remember, hit that thumbs up. Hit the like button. Absolutely. How about to subscribe and hit the bell? I'm back. We got a lot going on. Never ever give up the fight. We'll see you later.